You love them, you genuinely do. But the thought of them coming to your place makes your chest tight and your brain start calculating exit strategies that don't exist because it's your own home. Picture this. Your best friend suggests hanging out at your place. You feel it immediately. That sinking weight. You say yes because saying no feels cruel, but the days leading up to it are filled with low-grade dread. You clean. You prepare. You tell yourself it'll be fine. And when they arrive, you smile, you laugh, you're present. But underneath, there's this hum of exhaustion, this awareness that you're performing in the one place you're supposed to rest. And when they finally leave, you don't feel relieved. You feel like you just survived something, even though nothing bad happened, even though you love them. Here's what's really happening. Hating to host, even people you care about deeply, isn't about being a bad friend or secretly resenting them. It's a boundary collapse between your private self and your relational self. Your home is where you stop performing, where you regulate, where you exist without monitoring how you're being perceived. And when someone enters that space, even someone safe, your nervous system has to reconcile two incompatible states. The result? Exhaustion that has nothing to do with whether you enjoyed their company. Let me break down the 5 psychological mechanisms behind why hosting feels unbearable even when you love the person sitting on your couch. Number 1. Your home is your decompression chamber, and hosting turns it into a stage. For most people, home is neutral. For you, it's functional. It's where your nervous system downloads the day, where you shed the mask, where you stop translating yourself for external consumption. When someone's there, that function disappears. You're back in performance mode, tracking their comfort, managing the vibe, existing as the version of yourself that's acceptable rather than the one that's real. You're not X, fake, or exhausting to be around. You're Y, someone whose rest depends on total solitude, and hosting eliminates the very thing your nervous system needs to reset. And it gets more complicated. Number 2, you feel responsible for their entire experience. It's not enough that they're here. You have to make sure they're comfortable, entertained, not bored, not judging the mess you missed or the decor that suddenly feels embarrassing. Your brain runs a constant diagnostic. Are they okay? Is this awkward? Should I offer something? It's invisible labor that never stops, and it's completely one-sided because they're just existing while you're managing an entire production. You're not X, a control freak or neurotic. You're Y, someone whose brain defaults to hypervigilance in social situations, and in your own home, you can't escape into another room without it being weird. But here's where it gets strange. Number 3. Their presence disrupts your environmental control, and your nervous system registers it as low-level threat. You've spent years calibrating your space. The lighting, the sounds, the exact amount of stimulation you can tolerate. When someone else is there, all of that shifts. Their energy fills the room. Their voice changes the frequency. You can't retreat without seeming rude. It's like trying to sleep while someone's watching. Technically safe, but your body can't fully relax. You're not X, high maintenance or difficult. You're Y, someone with a sensitive regulatory system who needs environmental consistency to feel grounded. And hosting destabilizes that in ways most people don't even notice. And that's not all. Number 4, you can't decompress while they're still there, so you're running on empty the entire time. After any social interaction, you need processing time. Time to replay, integrate, return to yourself. But when they're in your home, there's no buffer. You're living the interaction and unable to metabolize it simultaneously. It's like being forced to digest food while you're still eating. By the end, you're not tired from hosting. You're depleted from suppressing the need to be alone. You're not X, antisocial or broken. You're Y, someone whose brain processes connection on a delay, and hosting denies you the space to do that. Which brings us to the real core. Number 5, hosting blurs the line between intimacy and invasion. You want closeness, you want to be known, but your home is where you're most yourself, most vulnerable, most unguarded. And having someone witness that, even someone you trust, feels like exposure. Like they're seeing the raw footage instead of the edited version. You're not X, secretive or ashamed. You're Y, someone whose privacy is tied to psychological safety, and hosting asks you to be simultaneously open and defended, which is exhausting in a way that's hard to explain. And here's the beautiful contradiction. You're the same person who will drive across town for them, show up at 2 a.m., hold space for their chaos. But ask you to host, And it feels like you're being asked to give up the one place you can breathe. You're not selfish. You're just someone whose love has limits. And those limits are what keep you functional. Now, here's the line. If you never let anyone in, if hosting once a year feels like torture, if you'd rather lose the friendship than risk them seeing your space, that's not boundaries. That's isolation. The difference? Boundaries protect. Isolation imprisons. If hosting drains you but you survive, you're fine. If it sends you spiraling, that's worth noticing. You're allowed to hate hosting. You're allowed to love people and still need your home to be off limits. That's not coldness, that's self-preservation. And the right people will meet you anywhere but there. Team, meet me literally anywhere else, or team, my place is everyone's place. And if this hit, the next video is about why some people feel more comfortable in chaos than calm. Because if hosting exhausts you, stillness might terrify you too.